wearing a Diwali look this year because I've got plenty of Diwali looks and Indian looks up on my channel. But I was in this uninspired phase and I got on Instagram and Facebook and asked you guys, what do you want to see on my channel? And a lot of you guys asked me to recreate the look that I wore for my sister's wedding and her bridal makeup as well. So I thought we'll tackle one thing at a time. This is exactly the makeup that I wore for my sister's wedding, and I thought I'll do the same thing for Diwali. So here is my Get Ready With Me Diwali edition. So obviously because it's Diwali, I've got on a little bit of bling, jing and all of those kind of things which I didn't have on for my sister's wedding, but the makeup is essentially the same. All the information of all the items I've used in this video will be listed down in the description box. Please don't forget to check it out. As usual, we're gonna start our eye makeup with a light layer of eyeshadow primer. This is gonna make sure that our eyeshadow is gonna be bright and popping on our eyelid. Then we're gonna tackle them brows. Gotta make them look nice and fluffy and full. You don't have to go all out. All you have to do is fill out the gaps in your eyebrow. I have a whole video dedicated just to how you can fill in your brows. Now I'm gonna take my favorite palette of the moment, Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. I'm gonna take this light shade called Soft Peach and I'm gonna apply it underneath my brow bone and I'm gonna bring it all the way down to my crease. I'm also applying it to the inner tear duct area of my eyes. I feel like I'm giving you too much information. I'm going out of breath. Maybe because I'm tired. Anyways, moving to Morocco. This is the shade that I bought this palette for. Absolutely stunning shade. The best transition shade I've ever used in my life so far. I'm just starting off by applying a light layer of the transition shade on my crease, as you can see, taking my time to blend it out seamlessly. And then I'm gonna take this color called Fudge and I'm gonna apply it to the outer corners of my eyes and a little bit into the crease of my eyes. Once again, I'm gonna lay down the color and blend it out seamlessly first, and then I'm gonna dip my brush again into Fudge and deepen that color until I feel there is enough depth in my eye socket. Then I'm gonna take a little bit of rose water. I'm gonna dampen my eyeshadow brush and I'm gonna take this beautiful metallic blue eyeshadow called Azure and I'm gonna pack this on to the outer thirds of my eyelids. And once in a while, I take a moment to just step away from the mirror to make sure that the eyeshadow is even on both sides. And then I'm gonna take this green gold metallic shade and once again with a damp eyeshadow brush, I'm gonna pack this on to the inner 2/3 of the eyelid. And once I'm happy with the shape and the way it's looking, I'm gonna take a dry eyeshadow brush and I'm gonna pack on the color to intensify that metallic goldness. I'm also gonna go back to the blue to intensify the color once again because once we blend out colors, we lose the intensity of the colors. So going back into the blue and then I'm gonna make sure that these two colors are blended properly into each other. And then finally I'm gonna take this black shade called Noir, apply it to the very, very outer corners of the eye, just a dab, and also take it to the crease extremely precisely. And then I'm gonna flip the brush into the blending side of the brush and I'm just gonna blend it out. I'm just using the same brush that comes with the palette. It's a really brilliant palette, by the way. Moving on to this metallic shade called Chic, I'm gonna apply it to the inner tear duct area of the eye. I'm gonna use a little bit of my regular moisturizer to clean up the under eye area because we will have suffered a lot of fallouts from the metallic eyeshadows. Taking my favorite foundation of the moment and the same moisturizer, I'm gonna mix it up and I'm gonna apply it onto my face. Do you wanna count how many times I'm gonna say do you wanna count? Anyways, I mixed in the foundation with moisturizer so that it will give a very natural and dewy look on our face instead of looking cakey and thick. You don't have to worry about the shiny look of my greaseball face right now. It's just the moisturizer. It's gonna get sucked into my skin and absorbed by my skin very, very soon. Taking my concealer in my exact skin shade, I'm gonna apply it to conceal my under eye circles and the hyperpigmentation that I have around my mouth area. As you may have noticed, my foundation is slightly darker than my skin because my summer tan is slowly wearing away. but we shall fix that in just 1 second. There we go. Taking a concealer slightly lighter than my skin tone, I'm gonna apply to the center of my face. I just ignored my forehead this time because I'm a monk tika. And then carefully, once again, I'm gonna blend it all out, just keeping it to the center of the face. The outside of the face should look dark. That's when you have that beautiful glow, you know. Take your time to blend it out. Using loose powder and a sponge, I'm gonna do the baking technique that I've mentioned in many of my previous videos before. Once again, taking Morocco, I'm gonna smoke out my lower lash line. And then taking fudge, we're basically just repeating what we did on our eyelid, just popping it to the outer corners of my lash line. Then I'm gonna take a metallic blue kohl pencil, water my eyeline. What did I just say? I'm gonna line my waterline. This is something that I always say. Why can't I just say it properly? Anyways, mascara time. Lining my upper lash line with my favorite cruelty-free eyeliner from The Balm. I'm gonna extend the inner corner just a tad bit inside so that we can have a little bit more feline, sexy factor. But I'm not winging out my eyeliner. I'm gonna keep it basic. And then I'm gonna take that noir once again, deepen up that outer corners just a tad bit more. That's what I'm doing here. And then I'm gonna flip the brush to the fluffy side. Make sure it's all blended, ladies. Make sure it's all blended. Time for some false lashes. I'm just gonna stick them on my eyelids. I didn't realize, but my camera stopped working at this point, so I don't have the full footage, and thank God for that. This video would have been like 24 hours long otherwise. So yeah, get your false lashes on. And after that, I also knocked off the excess powder that I had applied for baking. For my blush, I'm just applying it on the cheeks of my face, a little bit on my nose just to make it look rosy, you know what I'm saying? And then I'm gonna touch up my lips with a mauvey rose lipstick. And we need a little bit of gloss. I mean, it is Diwali after all. We need glossy lips, right? I had forgotten to apply mascara to my top lashes. The way when you apply mascara, after applying your false lashes, your lashes kind of merge and join together, so it looks extremely natural. So that's a tip there for you. So that was my completed look. I will post some pictures on my Instagram from the sisters' wedding and engagement and Diwali and all of those things. So please follow me on Instagram and Snapchat, Mr. Javita George everywhere. And you know what? I get a lot of new questions from a lot of new followers asking me why my name is Mr. I have an old video about it in my channel. Alright? Happy Diwali! Mwah!